say it.
No,
You should know
intro.
my intro.
No,
Oh, gosh, babe.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
You're supposed to be my supporter.
I'm a supporter.
You like?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Des. Welcome back to my channel, and I'm here with my fiance. We're doing a Q&A. I do have a couple questions y'all asked written down on my phone. So, yeah. The first question is, when and where did you meet? Do you want me to go first? Or do you want to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
That thing still has batteries. When we met, well, we actually met through our families. My grandpa and his grandpa are best friends. So my grandpa would always tell me, like, hey, his grandpa has a grandson, you know, and I was like, no, grandpa. I was like, I don't want a boyfriend. Mind you, I was 14 at the time, so I didn't, like, know. And then he sent me a friend request on Facebook around that time, which is like in the summer of 2014. So throughout the years, my grandpa and grandma would always tell me about John Reyes, and he has a grandson and all this other stuff. So I always, like, known him since then. Where did you meet?
We met outside her house in the afternoon. I picked her up. But it made it kind of awkward because she didn't open the door. It was unlocked, but she couldn't open it.
Okay, so, like, the truck that you picked me up in is a Chevy, and it's like a 2000, right? And the door is like, when you pull it, it won't open right away. Like, you gotta use all your force to pull that bitch.
Because she's tiny.
How did you know she was the one?
I could be myself around her. She was nice. Well, she is nice. Kind. And she don't lie to me.
True. You know, out of our whole year relationship, there is nothing I've ever lied to you about.
We tell each other everything.
Even when we were, like, best friends since 2014, like, every situation that I've been through, from jerks and guys that just want one thing, you know, I always ran to him and, like, hey, like, this guy likes me or whatever, and then he would tell me, like, just watch out with that one, you know. So even with the guys that I did date, you know, after stuff happened, like breaking up with them, you know, he was always there for me.
How did you know he was the one?
Because of the night that, it was the first night. It was a couple of nights that we had hung out. Whatever.
Hung out.
I said it right?
Hung out.
Whatever. Whenever we did and we kissed, I felt the connection and spark. And I'm not talking about, like, little stupid butterflies. I'm talking about, like, the whole zoo. I'm just talking about, like, this actual, like, static connection between each other. And our eyes locked, and we felt that at the same time. We just looked at each other.
What?
And then he's not like, oh no, I was thinking that's why. He's not like all these other guys that I've known and, like, got to know. They all had their, like, habits, you know, cheating, lying, and other stuff, and girl issues. So I was like, no, drop those, you know. I would rather go for an actual man that's not about all that stuff. And he was the one that wasn't about that stuff. How do y'all keep a strong relationship?
We communicate.
Yeah, communicating is actually the best thing. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when we first got together, it sucked. We were not as communicative as we are now. Like, we would bump heads a lot.
If she would, I won't. Chicken.
But I'd say like after the month of being together and like getting used to each other and actually getting on each other's nerves, it was like now we're comfortable and we actually talk to each other. If we're mad, we grab each other, force each other to talk about it, and it works.
They force each other?
You force me. You grab me like that and you're like, talk to me. I just say when I like attack you like that from behind. How do y'all keep a strong relationship with a baby?
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it is the same thing actually. Keep communicating. That's like the biggest key, especially with a baby, infant, toddler, teenager. But give each other a break with the baby.
You take the turn, take another turn.
Get a family member.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
Top 3 places you want to travel to.
Miami, Hawaii, and New York.
Hawaii, Miami, and California.
How old is your baby currently?
Sage is a month and 3 weeks.
This upcoming month he will be 2 months. What was your first date with each other versus date night and regular date?
What?
So when we had our actual date night.
We went to go eat at Olive Garden, and from there we went to the mall where I got her Victoria's Secrets and Kylie Jenner and all that nonsense that she likes. And we went to see the movies, and after the movies it was like 11 or 12. Then we went to the Riverwalk, walked around.
I really enjoyed that, I could say that.
Oh, and cruised to San Antonio.
It was so quiet, and he like revved and it like echoed like throughout like the buildings and stuff.
For a regular date night, I took her out to eat at Pizza Hut. Had a good time and all that. Then from there we went on to backroading, which turned to mudding because it started raining. And from there we just had fun like the whole night until we went to the car wash. It was like 2 or 3, maybe 4. When did you meet his family?
Okay, so like it shocked me. He said that we were gonna go to the river, and I didn't think it was gonna be like with his family. Like we had only been dating for like what? When did y'all go to that trip, Gardner Park? Okay, well we had only been dating for like a month and a couple of days when I actually met his family. So like I said, it was just like shocking that he took me around his family. And
You knew she was the one already?
I was like so nervous because I went in his truck. I don't know why I keep saying we. I went in his truck with him, and when we got there, there was like all these people, which were his parents, his tia, her kids, his siblings, and cousins. His grandparents were there too, so I like met everybody that day. And I was just so nervous because I didn't know that was going to happen. I don't even know. Did you know they were going to be there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So, yeah.
When we got to Gardner Park, they ran out of the day pass, so I had to buy the camping spot, which was more expensive, but I was already there already, so like, fuck it.
When did you meet her family?
I met her family the day I picked her up. As soon as I parked outside, right to the door everybody came.
This is kind of the way it is in my household. Like, my parents have to know whoever I go with. Friends. When was y'all's first kiss?
Our first kiss was at, was it a day or no?
No, I don't know the day.
Okay, I'll say. Our first kiss was down the road from our house at the stop sign. Yeah, we stopped there, we locked eyes, and fireworks.
How much do you love your best friend?
I love my best friend so much, and she has a baby. It's right here.
Who's your best friend?
And Destiny's my only best friend. That way.
You sleep still. Coffee or tea?
The Starbucks mocha. To like chocolate.
I prefer sweet tea, but the only two coffees I'll drink is vanilla or mocha. So that is it for this video, and I'll see you next time.